Hello, Thunderbirds. Welcome back to the art room with Mr. Eck. Today we're going to be focusing on learning the art style of a specific artist, one of my very favorite artists to use in the art room because of his excellent use of texture, and that is Mr. Maurice Sendak, the author and illustrator of Where the Wild Things Are. So he does an amazing job with his textures and his line work, and so that's what we want to focus on today. So let's go ahead and crack this book open and see what we can learn about textures from Mr. Sendak. What I want to specifically pay attention to is the way Mr. Sendak used lines to make different kinds of textures. So while I explain it to you, I'm going to kind of draw what I'm talking about. Let's start from the left and go to the right. So first off, we have this monster here, and the pattern that really sticks out to me is on his legs. See how it has this kind of rough, scaly texture? And so the way he did that is, I'm just going to draw a quick leg here. The way he did that is he just made some V's and he just connected them. And that is how he got the texture for that monster's legs. It's kind of a rough, scaly texture. Next one I want to look at is this lady monster here. So, two things. Number one, her arms look like they have long fur or hair. Her hair is also very long. And you can tell because the lines are so long. I think for this, I'm just going to draw like some boxes and, you can't see, sorry. And I'm going to replicate those textures. So the hair has long lines. So if you do this, it's going to look like long hair. If you do medium-sized lines like this, it gives the feeling of short hair. And then let's do one more thing while we're talking about this lady, and that's her on her feet. So she has more like chicken feet, which are different from the scales from the first monster. So to do that, Mr. Sendak did some, instead of long, tall V's, he made some little U's. Pretty cool. Let's look at this bull monster. So he has hair, but to me his hair looks short and bristly. The reason is because he used shorter lines to represent his hair. So you can't see what I'm doing, sorry guys. So that's why that hair looks differently from this hair and this hair. Let's see. On this guy we have some feathers. So they're U shapes, but they're kind of long. So do some really tall U's, as in like the letter U, and you get feathers. So here are some examples that I just learned from Maurice Sendak on how to add texture. That's the way something feels that we can add to our artwork just by using lines in different ways. Alright, so we just learned about how you can use lines to make different kinds of textures. So your job now is to make your own monster. It could be a monster that would fit in the Where the Wild Things Are book, or it can be something totally different. It's really up to you. Be creative. I'd like you to surprise me with how creative your monsters can be. So I'm going to go ahead and draw out my monster with pencil. Then I'm going to do the texture lines with marker, and then I'm going to cover over that with crayon. So let's get to it. There you have it, guys. This is my monster with textures based on the art of Maurice Sendak. So now it's your turn to draw your monster. I hope you have fun creating it. I'll be honest with you, this is the 7th monster design that I made. I kept drawing monsters and I didn't like where they were going. If that happens to you, don't give up. Just erase it or get a new paper and try again. That's what I did. And I like this guy. He's cute. He's a hugger. I can't wait to see your monsters, guys. Have fun.